What's up, everybody? This is Talkin All That Kazz, and I am DJ Kazzeo. I want to thank you for checking out this particular episode of Talkin All That Kazz. On this particular episode, I got another great interview that I conducted here on my radio show at 90.9 FM KHTC in Salinas, California. But before we get going with that, I want you to go to this address, djkazzeo.com, and connect with me on social media. Whether it's on my Facebook, on my Instagram, on my Twitter, or even if you go and subscribe to my Mixcloud channel, you can hear all my radio shows that I do in their entirety, music, commentary, and interviews. But this right here, Talkin All That Kazz, this is for just the interviews, okay? I want to thank everybody who checked out the first round of interviews that I put up. Now we're on to the second round. This particular round, I'm going to focus on 2019, but I'm going to sprinkle it in with some more current stuff too. So you never know what you're going to get. Just sit back, relax, and enjoy another edition of Talkin All That Kazz with me, DJ Kazzeo. That's right. Back in the place right here. Couple minutes past 7 o'clock. It's 90.9 FM KHTC Radio Blingway here in Salinas, Santa Cruz, Monterey, 104.1 FM out there in Hollister, San Juan Bautista, and South Gilroy, and worldwide streaming live at WednesdayRec.com. And right about now, joined by a very special guest. I've been wanting to talk to this guy for a long time. Haven't had a chance to line everything up, but we finally got it together. Aki Starr on the line. What's up, man?
Yo!
What's going on, brother?
Man, all I gotta say is I love Salinas. The last time that I was at your radio station was for an interview that Bubba G. Scotch did with me and a couple of my crewmates, because we had a breakdancing event. It was like the 25th anniversary of our breakdancing crew, and I'll never forget it, man. We had a great interview. Bubba G. Scotch was in the house, and he gave us some love that night, and it was a special moment because, you know, as we know, we lost that brother a couple years ago, and we miss him dearly.
Absolutely, man. One of the great things was when we had the big memorial service for him, you were one of the performers that night. So, you know, big up for doing that, man.
Oh man, that was such a special night, man. I mean, I was teary-eyed because I just remember how he had a big heart. He was larger than life. I mean, he was just an amazing person, and I'll never forget those special times. That one special moment when we were at the station, and he gave us a lot of love. We were doing some pop locking in the studio. I actually got him to dance a little bit.
Oh, he wasn't afraid to bust a move. That's for sure.
He was not scared to bust a move. That's right. You heard it here, Bubba G. Scotch, the legend, man. But you know what? It's an honor talking to you because you're a legend yourself out there in Salinas, man. You've been doing the thing for years, so I just got to give you much props, man. And so, you know, keep doing it because we got to keep freestyle alive. So you're doing a great thing. Your station is supporting old classics and the new freestyle because, as you know, and you already know because you're playing, there's so much new freestyle out there that's great stuff. So congratulations, brother. Keep doing it.
Well, one thing, you know, I definitely got to commend you on something, and you know what, we're gonna jump into the song we're gonna talk about right now. How's it feel to actually have a freestyle record on the Billboard charts after who knows how many years it's been since that's happened?
Man, it's been about 20 years. There has not been a freestyle song that charted on Billboard in about 20 years, and by the grace of God, He blessed voices in my head to be able to chart on Billboard. It's been an amazing run. It was on the chart for 11 weeks, and it opened up a bunch of doors. I got a lot of radio love, and it really, I believe it really helped bring the genre back into the limelight, even though it wasn't the only thing that helped because, as you know, there's freestyle music is, in my opinion, making a really big comeback. But I feel in my heart that by having Voices in My Head chart on Billboard as a freestyle song, I believe I hope so, that it helped the genre.
Well, absolutely. I mean, any exposure, as you said, it never necessarily went away. It's always had a presence. But, getting on the chart actually, like, it brings a lot more ears and eyes to the genre. So you definitely, helped out big time in that sense.
Yes, yes, and Stevie B gave the song a lot of love. He actually
Wow.
posted it on his Facebook page.
Wow.
So and,
I'm not exactly the biggest fan of that guy. So, yeah, whatever.
oh yeah, no. Well, and also George Lamont
There
gave
you
me a
go.
lot of love.
There you go. There you go. I'm good with
So,
George.
so I got support. I got support by lots of the legends.
Right, right. So yeah, one of the things is we're going to talk about in the next segment. You got a big show coming up in a couple nights up in San Francisco. Want to talk about that? Want to talk about the new single that you got coming out? Also, I got some other questions, not necessarily pertaining to freestyle, but I want to get a little bit deeper into the background of Aki Starr. So we're going to hit that in just a second. But real quick, tell me about the production and anything else I need to know before we get into Voices in My Head.
Voices in My Head. It's a remake of a Naked Eye song, and the freestyle version was produced by Jay Allums out of the East Coast. He's one of the hottest, if not the hottest, freestyle producer in the market right now. So Jay Allums produced it. Hope you guys enjoy the song. This is the one that peaked at number 18 on Billboard. So, man, so thank you for the support, brother.
Absolutely. This is big right here. We're going to keep Aki on the line, talk to him right after this. That's right, the sounds right there, Spanish Fly featuring Aki Starr. That one is called Voices in My Head. And speaking of voices in my head, this voice right here, the man himself, Aki Starr, still on the line with me. Aki, what's up, man?
Yeah, I hear voices in my head.
See how smooth that is? Little exclusive right there. Hey, one of the things too, and here's some like behind the scenes, knowledge that people might not know about. Aki actually holds another distinctive highlight, or you could say maybe a low light in my life. He's the only guy I've ever allowed to slap me, and I didn't punch him back. He probably doesn't even remember this. Do you remember that?
No.
When you were filming the video down here for Illusion at the Fox Theater, I was driving around a mutual friend of ours who made a cameo in that video, and there was a slight chance that I possibly was going to play your boxing manager in that video, and you were trying to explain to me the scenario of the scene, and you're like, yeah, you just do it like this, and you slap me, and I was like, okay.
Oh man, little did I know how much of a temper you have. If I would have known, I would have been, man.
No, I mean, if it would have been 20 years ago, then yeah, I would have had a temper. But I'm mellowed out in my old age. I don't get fired up like that too much.
But I'm sure you still got your knockout punch to the
I
jaw.
mean, I could take care of myself. Put it that way. If something came up, I could take care of myself. But
okay, that's right.
Hey man, so a lot happening with you. You're newly connected with the label called 418 Music. Primarily they're on the East Coast, but how did you connect with them out here on the West?
Well, Dan Matthews from Rhythm 105.9, he's part of the Club Jumpers. He pretty much spearheaded my project at the beginning of it, with getting me some remixers and getting me, helping me promote. So when that happened, at around the same time, and I've known Gino Caparelli for a few years. I met him at the Winter Music Conference when I performed there in 2012 during my first single solo, Closer I Get to You.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, so then at around the same time that I released Voices in My Head, there's a big article on Forbes magazine. You've heard of Forbes magazine?
Absolutely,
right?
Absolutely.
Forbes magazine did a layout on 418 Music, calling them, the best indie label for dance music. It was just a nice, wonderful article that really put them in the limelight. And I saw that, and I called Gino. I said, Gino, man, congratulations, blah, blah, blah. and he actually knew about my single. He said, "Man, congratulations on your single. It's doing well." One thing led to another, and he took over the project. He said, "You know what? This is a great song. It's, let me put 418 music behind it. Let me put the Giant behind it." So that's how it happened. And 418 Music, they've had multiple number ones on Billboard over the last 3 years. They got Crystal Waters on their label. They got a few other big names on the label, so they're doing big things. They got a wonderful staff out in Philadelphia, so they're doing it. And now we just created a freestyle branch of the label called 418 Freestyle, and I am now part owner of that label.
I was gonna say, being out here on the West, did they got you like talent scouting, like looking for new recruits?
Yeah, handling all West Coast promotions, with radio, artist development. We got the running record with Carlos Barrios and Sammy Zone and George Lamont. And then we got the Jenny Renee record that's out. And the next one after that is going to be a Cynthia Lizette Melendez duo.
Right.
And then the big bomb is going to drop July, which is the remake of Treasure of My Heart. You heard it first in Salinas.
Yep.
I'm re-releasing Treasure of My Heart with all new production. We're going to go big on that song, heavy promo on that.
I for a second I thought you were gonna say, we got the collabo with Lisette and Cynthia coming out, but there's gonna be an even bigger collabo coming out, and that would be you would be announcing yourself and maybe Sharon doing a record together.
Man, that's like my musical sister. We've talked about it. She's one of my best friends in the world, and we've always kind of mentioned about doing something together. So you never know. It may be in the horizon. So keep on the lookout, because I know Sharon loves your station, and she's been out there. So we'll keep you posted. Of course, you'll be the first to know, because you're like family to us. So you always get first dibs on everything.
Well, I went back and I looked in my archives, and I think more as far as freestyle goes, no other artist has appeared on this show more than she. I think I've had her on the show over the last 25 years. I've had her on the show maybe 14, 15 times. So she's big out here.
Yeah, she's a champ. She's a hard worker, always try to reinvent herself. Amazing production, and now she's got Lenny by her side. He's an amazing producer himself in his own right. So she's definitely got the right backing behind her. So I look for big things from her constantly, because she's always putting out great stuff.
Speaking of hard working, let's get into the heart of the matter. You got a big show coming up Saturday night up in San Francisco. Fill me in a little bit about this.
That's right. It's the first ever freestyle show at the world famous Club End Up, which you've heard of the End Up. It's a world famous club. It's the only after hours club in San Francisco. So, so yes. So
because that's where you end up when all the other clubs close. You go there.
That's right. All the zombies end up there at 2 o'clock in the morning, 2:30. The line doesn't get long till about 2:15.
I can neither confirm nor deny whether I've been there or not.
I'm sure everyone in the Bay Area has been there.
Yeah,
at some point in their life. Oh yeah, if only those walls can speak. Let me tell you.
So talk to me about the lineup. I mean, it's a pretty star-studded lineup.
Well, let's see. We have the brand new female artist, Jenny Renee. She's out here from the East Coast. She arrives tomorrow. And then, of course, the world famous, diva Sharon Massarin. She's going to be performing her hits, and I love Hard to Get. That's one of my all-time favorites. And then I'll be doing a set as well. I'll be doing all the Spanish Fly hits. So it's a good trio. We got Gino Caparelli from 418 Music on the ones and twos. Also, Tony Vibes is going to be spinning there. So it's going to be a good freestyle San Francisco day, and I'm hoping we get a great turnout. We got some folks coming up from San Jose. Gabriel Camino will be coming up. So So we'll see it, and you'll see it on the Facebook Live, because you know how nowadays everybody films on Facebook Live. So.
well, I'm definitely hoping there's some stuff that hits YouTube from it, because unfortunately I won't be able to make it out. But I definitely hope to see some kind of footage from it.
Oh, I'm sure you will, because you're always an honored guest, so you'll be there in spirit.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. And you know what? You don't live too far away from here. We got to really try to coordinate having you in studio, because like I said, there's a lot of questions I have for you, but I feel, it better to ask them in person, so we can really get to the heart of the matter of some stuff, because there's a couple things that I think of. I don't necessarily know if they're how would you say, like, they don't haunt you, but they kind of are always ever present when it comes to yourself and the Spanish Fly connection. So I want to ask you about that stuff, but I'll save it till you're here in studio.
Oh yeah, anything you want to know, I got the answers. I got the right answers.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. So, you know what? Before I let you go, let's talk about I Should Be the One. Tell me about this record.
I Should Be the One is a new single. I recorded the vocals a year ago, and I'm sure you guys have heard of Tanasi from Germany.
Mm-hmm.
So Tanasi asked me to be part of this compilation part 2. He asked me to be part of the on his first compilation, but at that point, I was going through some things, and I was traveling, and I just couldn't do it. So I would have been on his first compilation. So I'm now going to be on the second compilation. It's the first song on his compilation part 2, and we did our own version as well. So Tony Vibes got a producer, AR-15. So that's the version that Tony Vibes released. So there's actually going to be 2 versions of the song, AR-15's remix, and then Tanasi's original remix on his compilation part 2, which will be the first song released. It's a great song. Kenny Freestyle wrote the lyrics.
There's a name for you.
Yeah, Kenny Freestyle, that's right. A blast from the past.
Yeah, man. Yeah, definitely did a lot of work in San Jose before he moved to wherever he's at now.
Yes. Yeah, Kenny Freestyle, very talented. So yeah, that's gonna be that's the next single that's actually out now.
So this kid AR-15 that did the remix for you, what's his story? Where's he from?
Man, he's out in Reno.
Oh, okay. Okay, so he's sort of a West Coaster.
Yeah. Oh, total West Coast. Grew up admiring all the West Coast guys like Glenn Gutierrez, Houseaholics. So he's definitely a West Coast guy.
That's our boy right there, Noel.
Houseaholics, Noel Salcido, Salinas, baby.
Yeah, man. Yeah, he's a legend out here, that's for sure.
Not just in Salinas. To this day,
oh, absolutely,
I still get people all over the world, freestyle world, asking me, man, where's Houseaholics? Who are they? They don't even know it's just one person. People think it's a group, but
right.
People still ask about Houseaholics everywhere I go.
Well, you know what it is, man. You tell him he's out here selling houses and running clubs.
That's right, and looking like Andy Garcia wearing a
Andy Garcia from Godfather 3. Oh man, no, Noel is family right there. I got nothing but respect for that cat, man. He's a good dude.
Oh, I love that guy, man. And me and him, we still laugh about our days with Upstairs Records. Good time.
Yeah, absolutely, man, absolutely. Okay, so I Could Be the One, the AR-15 remix. This is hitting iTunes tomorrow, I believe, right?
Yes, sir.
And so it'll be available there, probably also, I guess, on Spotify and all those other digital services?
Absolutely, all the digital formats.
Nice, man, nice. Well, once again, man, Aki Starr, Sharon Massarin, and Jenny Renee, big show happening Saturday night up in San Francisco at the End Up. Make sure you get out there and check it out. I want to thank Aki for taking the time to call in tonight. Any final words before I let you go and we get into the record?
Yes, Club End Up from 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. It's a day party. We'll probably go on at around maybe 5, I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
So, come out to the End Up. It's where everybody ends up. Much shouts out to all my friends and family. Thank you, my brother. You always got my support. Love you guys out there in the station in Salinas. I would love to come to the studio so we can hang out, and I'll show you some pop locking moves next time.
Oh, well, hey, man, I not to brag or anything, but 1984-85 Breakdancer of the Year at the Santa Cruz Boys Club. What's up?
Oh!
Now, I got the trophy still too, so hey,
Yeah!
might have to show and prove.
Right. Congratulations, brother. Man, we're gonna have fun when I come down there. But thank you again so much. To all the listeners, I thank you. I love you guys. Thank you for supporting Spanish Fly and Aki Starr all these years. Got a lot of new stuff coming out, so stay on the lookout. Much love.
No doubt, man. All right, man. So I'm gonna jump into it, and we'll talk to you soon. All right.
All right, my brother.
All right. Peace.